Meet Felix, the cat with diabetes, who wants to run away. Anyways, it was back in May, so like 5 months ago. He got sick. His eye, he's got like those inner eyelids, or whatever. So it's like he lay there. He wouldn't eat or drink anything. So I made an appointment for the vet, and he lay there. And then his like eyelid was like half open. His inner eyelid was like half open. His eye, and he's like kind of like in and out. And then the vet said, because, well, they did a blood test and said it could be kidney disease. Like, well, I can't pay for that. Different options: pay for new kidney or diagnosis machine or whatever. I don't know if I'd have to buy my own machine or I had to go to the vet. And they like pump his blood in and out and whatever. And either way, I couldn't afford it. But luckily, it was diabetes, so okay. Anyways, they said the reason why his eye was like that, I think, is because like blood sugar high or something like that. So I guess he's kind of like on a high or whatever because he's just laying there and he's all like his eyes were like all weird and crap like that. So there is that. Anyways, here's the pamphlet. Here we go. In the pamphlet, it says something about cats can go in remission a lot of time. Hoping to go into remission, but let me see here. The needle. This is a needle. The size of it is actually twice as long as the ones. They had like these smaller ones, but they were out. So they like bigger ones. Instead, they're gonna get the smaller ones. Just order it, but I decided just get a big box, which which is like 100 needles for like 35 dollars. The insulin itself for 100 millimeters is 32, $33, whatever. I do reuse the needles. I use hot water to clean them. I thought about using bleach, but no, because if you suck in the water and squirt it out and whatever else, the bleach could wreck the outside of the needle, or maybe there's some bleach inside the needle and get the insulin could wreck that. So this would I could use reuse the needle about 5 to 7 days in a row. Well, I did it 5 to 7 days in a row, but I found out after the fact that the needle, like, you can't see it, the needle so starts to wear down. But this membrane here, the plastic one, really wears down the needle faster. So I reuse 2 to 4 days. I turn up the needles because not only stab the cat twice per day, because every 12 hours, it's also the membrane too. You're stabbing through, so that's 4 times per day. So it's 100 millimeters for like 32 something. It's supposed to be 1.5 millimeters, and then when I came back for a follow up, his blood sugar was still high, so they said 1.75. But the thing though is, the little block on the needle, the little markings, it's always point 0.5. So zero point 0.5, and then 1 point, then 1.0, 1.5, 2.0. So I gotta like aim in between 1.5 and 2.0, and sometimes it's, I don't know. It looks like exactly 1.75. It could be 1.65. I don't know. Sometimes it's 1.5. Sometimes it's 2.0 because I don't want to like at a certain point when I you go past whatever, and then when you squeeze back up to inject the insulin back in the bottle, but I don't want to then have to like shit. I go past whatever and like I suck more insulin back in, and then end up picking up an air bubble, whatever. They say to like roll, you know, gently do that. But I kept getting air bubbles. At first, I just throw out needles because I'm getting the air bubbles, but I just stopped rolling it. I don't get the air bubbles anymore. I think the reason why I do that because sediment, is it called sediment? You know, like drinks, you could get stuff in the bottom, so you gotta like shake it type of thing. But you don't want to go too fast because you don't want to wreck it, and you got to put it in the fridge because you don't want to get wrecked or whatever. Um, I figure if he, because it was also the summertime, so he wasn't gaining weight. So it could have been the heat, but it's the winter time. He's put on some pounds because he went down to 8 pounds, and then he went up to 9 pounds after he started getting insulin. But now he's like 10 point something pounds for the past month. He's been consistent at the 10 point something pound range. During the summertime again, if he gets like 12 to 15 pounds, I'll have him tested, blood tests and shit like that. If his sugar level's normal, I'm going to get the blood test to see if he's been in remission or not. Because how it goes is they give you the insulin, whatever type of there's different types of insulins. They give you whatever insulin, see how that works, and then like maybe the insulin he has, maybe there's a different type of insulin would therefore be really good for him, that he goes into remission, or just better for him, or whatever, or maybe he needs a higher dose of insulin or whatever. But because it costs, I didn't want to spend, because you got transportation costs unless someone else also has their pet being blood test where they share in the cost. Others, there's transportation costs plus the blood examination, and I didn't want to spend a few hundred more dollars again when he's fine. Like, I was moving back to Vancouver again. Things didn't work out, which was bad for me, but lucky for Felix because it meant I came back. Because after I came back, a few months later, he got sick, and then I see, like for me, like my parents are not old fashioned, but like every new generation can say the previous generation's old fashioned compared to them. Like for them, animal gets sick, they put him down. Simple as that. So if I wasn't here, they would just put Felix down because he got sick. Me, on the other hand, I wanted to know back of my mind, like, okay, does he have I'm thinking cancer, right? But then hear about kidney disease, maybe he has kidney disease. Likely it's or diabetes, because I don't want to. I wasn't gonna put Felix down and then be like years later or once a year or once every few years, whatever. Be like, geez, I wonder if I had him tested, it would have been something where it could have been fixed. And yeah, it could have turned out he had cancer, and then I just wasted a few $100s getting him tested. But I wanted to know for peace of mind that. And then my mom would have been like, my dad would have been like, "See, you just wasted a couple $100 getting him tested and this and that." But I wanted to know. And then of course, I threw it back in my mom's face, like, "See, if I didn't get it tested, he would have been dead. If I wasn't here, he would have been dead." Let me see. One of the needles, the insulin. Here's the cat. He doesn't look too well. Before his, yeah, he used to be. I'm kind of all over the place. I don't have a script or anything. I'm trying to remember it. And currently, right now, video maximum upload is 15 minutes, and a couple of times I've gone over 15 minutes. So I'm trying to quickly go over stuff with also try not to ramble. His stomach would hang to the ground, like he was like this thing, like he used to be 20, 22 pounds, right? He goes down to 18 pounds. I'm weighing him, blah, blah, blah. Goes down to 8 pounds. Um, Here, like when he was in my room, whenever I get my off my fat ass, he would jump off the bed checking for food. If there's no food there, he'd look at me to give him more food, right? So I started, because I didn't want him to like have a stroke or anything like that. Because another cat, Morris, um, when I was out in Vancouver, he apparently had a stroke before I came back, and then like a month or two later, he then died. Well, he had been put down because he was hard breathing or whatever. He'd just lay on the floor all day, and then whenever he ate or drank something, he would then go straight to the litter box. So I don't know. I wondered in my mind, like, I encouraged my mom to say, maybe we should just put him down, because I don't know, like him as a cat, like what is the cat thinking? Is cat like, I'm in pain, put me, I don't want to live, or is like, I want to live for every second? Who knows? But the fact that he's always going to the bathroom after he ate or drank anything, and he just lays there with hard breathing, the way he looked, it's just like, yeah, because was he like that after he had this stroke, or we had the stroke kind of moving around, then he got worse? And it was just like, I don't remember, but he's just like, he's big, so Felix, I'm like, shit, I want him to lose weight, I don't want him to be whatever. So if I keep him outside longer than him being inside, because the inside outside cat, therefore he's not going to eat as much, therefore he'll lose a little weight. So he's been losing a bit of weight. And then when he got sick, I was like, then he's got the diabetes. I did wonder, like, is it because he wasn't eating his daily whatever it was he was getting, he was eating a bit less? Could that have somehow triggered it? I don't fucking know. Maybe it's just coincidence. Maybe it had nothing to do with it, so it's just coincidence. But yeah, I did wonder about that. I do have some pictures of him before he got sick, but they don't really I know I've seen some cats that look like 20. like a 22-pound cat online. I'm like, well, Felix didn't look that big, but I do have some pictures of him at when he was like 20 something pounds, and I look at him now and he looks pretty much the same. But I know he like other people have said no, he looks skinny. I don't know. It's just like with this fat here. You gain a pound over time and more, another pound's like you don't really. It's slow, so you don't really notice it. Or if you lose a pound, and it's like slow, you don't really notice it. It's not like you're thin and then you're fat. And then with him, because it's slowly, and then it's been so many months, it's like hard to imagine him fatter. But his stomach, yeah, I know it used to hang down. And then when he lost the weight, what was hanging down was like his skin, because when you lose a bunch of weight, your skin may not recede or whatever it's called, may just kind of get this floppy skin, which is gross looking. But yeah, anyways, now that's gone. So he does, but yeah, I got some pictures of him and how you even saw him when he looked like that. You can't really, it's not exactly a full view. Maybe I'll take a picture from now, lay it on the ground, and then compare the other pictures, but it might look just the same as is. But whatever. Let me see. I think that covers everything. Other than the fact that he likes to kill stuff. Yeah, before he got sick, he was bringing kills to the door because he's thinner, so he can kill more and bring kills to the door. I wondered also if that's because he was sick and he's like trying to communicate that way, or read online where mother cats will bring kills to their kittens, but he's not a girl, he's a dude. But then again, maybe all cats kind of got that instinct, or maybe it's like, hey, I'm sick, so I'm gonna bring you some kills, cause whatever, I don't know. And then came back, got his insulin and stuff like that. First time he got insulin, he did eat a bit, but I'd like squirt water in his mouth because he really didn't drink. After a while, I think he got sick of that and he started drinking more because the water kind of didn't drink at it. Squirt in his mouth, then he started to drink a bit. Cause like kind of like a fuck off. Cause you're squirting water in my mouth. I didn't use a needle because I was worried to jab him with the needle. So I got not like a turkey baster, but like the smaller little needle, not a needle, but the small little thing that can suck up water, kind of a needle, but it's not. So it like sucks up water because you can squirt it in the mouth because I don't want to stab him, right? His gums or anything like that. Um, Anyways, so after he got back, got insulin again. He was bringing kills to the door, and then one time he brought in a chipmunk, which is like that kind of sucks. Like chipmunks, I think is the worst. Chipmunk, one chipmunk, birds and mice. I like no chipmunks, no birds, mice. I guess I can overlook that, but he's a killer. I mean, that's what cats do. They're killers, right? Little serial killer. If I had in the future ever got like a cat, my own place again, get a cat. I think I'd go dog this time and not cat, but I would keep a cat inside, fully inside. They live longer. Plus, I don't really care for them to go around killing shit. But anyways, when he leaves a kill at the door, if he doesn't then like if he's at the door at the time and you open the door and he's got a kill in his mouth, he'll bring it inside the house and drop it on the floor. Otherwise, he'll just leave the kill at the front of the steps. Sometimes he'll make some meow sounds, I guess to announce he made a kill. But if it's early morning, and then if he doesn't get fed within his normal time or whatever, he'll then eat what's there. Like he'll leave a decapitated bird or a mouse that's half eaten, or maybe he'll leave guts behind. Sometimes he'll do double kills. Clean up one kill in the morning, goes out for a few hours. It's like 6, 7 a.m. If there's no mice around, he still finds a goddamn mouse. Another kill. Sometimes I've seen a fully grown mouse, plus some guts beside it. So yeah, that means he ate one mouse and left another mouse. Whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching.